Hey, it's Justin Goff. If you're like most people, you probably have a lot of data in your business that's kind of all over the place. So let's say you have sales coming through ClickBank or sales coming through Limelight. You have email stats that are coming through Meropost or Aweber or whatever. You got customer service tickets coming through a certain place. You have inbound and outbound phone calls going through certain stuff. You kind of have all this data, all these metrics that are really just all over the place. And you don't have like one central area to kind of pull all that data. So you're logging into each thing, or you're doing stuff manually through spreadsheets. It's kind of a big issue. It's a pain in the ass, really. So that's kind of why I sent you to this page. So my buddy AJ Yeager, him and his fiance Megan, two of my friends here in Austin, run a company called Praxis Metrics. And one of the things they do is organize all of your data, all of your numbers, your conversions, your email stats, everything into one simple dashboard for you. It's pretty amazing stuff. AJ showed this to me about a year ago when they first started working on it, and they've really refined it now. I've sent probably, I don't know, 3 to 5 of my close friends to them to work with. I've sent probably 2 or 3 people from my coaching program to work with them. Everybody's been really happy who's already working with them. And it really, like I said, it's what they do is it gives you a place to look at everything, literally every single data point that you need in your business in one spot. And the other big thing they kind of do is give you all the data you actually need. So like a huge one is lifetime value of a customer. If you're using like ClickBank or Limelight or whatever, honing in on the data is not easy. It's usually something you got to do manually, and it's not easy to figure out. So one of the things they've dialed in is really figuring out lifetime value, and that brings in like literally everything. So like sales you're making through ClickBank, affiliate stuff, sales you're making through other like avenues, and it really pulls in the lifetime value. So anyways, on this page you can scroll up and down, you can read a little bit about it. AJ and Megan, so Praxis, like I said, Praxis is their company. They work with, all these huge companies. So Agora, probably obviously the biggest info product publisher in our space. They work with ClickBank. They work with Organifi. They work with, I can't even think of the other companies off the top of my head, but there's a bunch of them. Anyways, all these companies, they do this. AJ and Megan, their company Praxis, does this for them. That just kind of shows you like companies that are that big, that well known, they're relying on Praxis. It's the real deal. So anyways, check out this page here. Like I said, you can scroll up and down. One thing to note, they do have 2 different options. So they have kind of an out of the box option, which is a lot cheaper. It gives you things like lifetime value and connects with all kinds of stuff like I said, ClickBank, Aweber, all kinds of stuff. And then the other option they have is more of a custom one. So if you're a bigger, 10 million, 20, 30, $40 million business, you got a ton of data and your stuff is a lot more complicated, you can contact them and get a custom solution made. So I've actually sent people that have done both so far. A couple of people are using the out of the box option. They really like that. And I've sent a couple other people who have a bigger, like I said, $20, $30 million business, and they're doing a custom solution that kind of ties all their stuff together. So anyways, like I said, you can see everything on this page. I know there's a button on the page. You can click on it to set up a call with either AJ or Megan, and they'll kind of get on, answer any questions you have, and kind of walk you through it. But anyways, highly recommend it. If you need a place to really just have all your data in one spot and dial that in so that you really know your metrics, because if you don't know your metrics, you're kind of screwed, because this whole business is about making decisions based on conversions and average order value and all kinds of stuff like that. And if you don't have an accurate description of what those numbers are, it's really hard to make those decisions. So that's all from me. Feel free to, like I said, on this page you can set up a call with them and learn more, and I'd highly recommend it.
If you're an owner or marketer of an e-commerce company that's looking to grow and scale faster, then this video is for you. Whether you're just starting out with your e-com store or been in business for a few years, give me about 4 minutes of your time and I'm about to change your business and your life. If you've tried yet failed to use data to make better decisions, if you've found yourself at a loss when trying to track your entire customer journey, or if you have weekly reports that you simply can't trust, believe me, there's a better way. My name is Megan Connell and I'm the co-founder of Praxis, a business intelligence agency built by business owners for business owners. Every single day, we help incredibly fast-growing companies like Organifi, ClickBank, Kettle and Fire, Black Rifle Coffee Company, DigitalMarketer.com, Agora Financial, and many other multi-million-dollar-a-year companies grow their brands using accurate data that actually matters. For the first time ever, we are bringing top-level data insights previously only reserved for enterprise-sized companies doing over $50 million in annual revenue to younger e-commerce companies like yours. What I am sharing on this page will allow you to leverage these valuable industry insights from years of data development for a fraction of the cost. Let me break this down a little more. Does this situation sound familiar? You are earning decent revenue each month and possibly even paying yourself after all your expenses are paid. And to you, this is awesome because you have grown a lot since you first started. Congratulations. But you have this feeling, and you've had it for a while, like you know that things are working in general, but you can't really be specific on how they're working or what's working. Or you may be hitting a ceiling and you're not sure how you're going to burst through to the next level. You've hired consultants, tracking agencies, marketing agencies, had Google Analytics set up by professionals, and still, if I were to ask you right now what the lifetime value of your customer is, you'd probably have to say, oh, I think I have to think on that information. Let me go look and I'll get back to you soon. Or even worse, what if I asked you to tell me the difference of your LTV between your customers who came in from Facebook ads versus those who came in through Google ads and how those two differ from year over year or month over month? You would probably have a look on your face like a deer in headlights because you just might not know 100%. Does that sound about right? For a successful, growing e-commerce business, earning decent revenues every single month, it's really financially irresponsible for you not to have this information. Our team here at Praxis Metrics is on a mission to change this for you, to help you stop the waste. Stop wasting your time, stop wasting your energy, and stop wasting your money. And it all begins with knowing your data, starting with your customer lifetime value. Now, this can either be a business killer or a revenue doubler. For example, one of our clients was doing about 12 to 15 sales a day on a funnel that they believed was losing them money. And they were about to shut down the funnel entirely before they hired us. And that's because they thought they knew their lifetime value of their customers, but they really had bad data. So they hired us to build out an LTV dashboard for them. And after we finished it, they realized that their lifetime value of their customers was 20% higher than they had originally thought. So they were only spending $15 to acquire each customer because they thought that that was the highest they could go. Then after finding out their true LTV, all they did was add $5 to their CPA, and lo and behold, within 2 weeks, they went from 15 sales per day to over 350 sales per day. That's over a 2,000% increase. Now, from this metric alone, they turned a product and a funnel that was dormant and unprofitable into thousands of dollars of profit every day, just from this one funnel. So you know the problem. It's data that's spread out all over your technologies, hiding valuable insights from you and your team. And you know what you need? You need accurate data organized in one place that isn't giving you bad advice because it's missing valuable components. And what you don't need is another marketing agency, media company, or software tool that overpromises and massively underdelivers. And trust me, that's mostly what you get. Now, you're willing to spend the money for accurate data. That's not the issue. And you're willing to put the time in to get the data in one place. But what you need to know is that you're not doing the same thing again and expecting different results. Like the example we gave before, you could be one data-driven decision away from doubling or tripling your revenue. And this isn't me being dramatic. We see this happen all the time. So with that being said, I have some bad news and I also have some good news. The bad news is that you will absolutely continue to waste until you can tell me without a shadow of a doubt where you get your highest LTVs. And I don't mean just Facebook. I mean the Facebook ad that we ran to the funnel X, Y, or Z on the first week of January 2019 gave us the highest 90-day LTV in our history. And more bad news, since this lack of granularity is such a problem, we're really only able to accept 25 new clients at our new pricing options before we reach full capacity and we have to put companies on our waiting list. Now, this isn't a sales tactic. It's because it's a real ceiling that we have because we can't provide $100 million business intelligence platforms to just anybody who generates revenue. It has to be the right fit. But here's the good news. If you are accepted after filling out this quick qualification survey below, you will have access to the best business intelligence dashboard in the world. Let me share a little secret with you. Truly knowing and trusting your data is one of the most powerful weapons a growing company can have. And it's one that only a select few ever get to wield. But when they do have that weapon, boy, is it powerful. This is why all companies that earn over $50 million annually always know their data inside and out. And remember, Praxis has worked with some of the best e-commerce businesses in the world. So if this message resonates with you, then you probably already know whether we are a good fit or not. To start the process of getting to know each other, just fill out the form below or chat with one of our data experts. Don't you think it's time for an easy win? Stop your waste and let us give you the data that you can trust.